the bridesmaids can stand up or put your hand up around these people. You guys all look beautiful tonight. You all look beautiful tonight, but your guys' singing was absolutely awful on Thursday night. Now the guys, we may not look as good as you all, but we can at least drop a beat. Gentlemen? Whoa, 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 whoa. We're about 17! Alright, first off, the same as Ashley, I think we're thinking Mr. and Mrs. Richmond. I've got to meet you guys the past couple of days, and you're just phenomenal people. I got to golf with Walt yesterday, and I had a great time, even though Patrick tried to hit him with a golf ball. I had a great time. Next is my parents, who had a great rehearsal the other night and hired 2 hot bartenders. I don't know if they're here. I'd like to get their numbers somewhere. Can you put your hands up back there? Mrs. O, right behind. Mrs. O? They're right here. Hot bartenders. Thanks a lot, Mom and Dad. Also, before we get started on the gentleman of the hour, I'd like to give a quick shout out to my sister's boyfriend, Frank. Stand up, sir. Today, Frank graduated from the same college as John and Kath, the Ohio University. Let's hear it for Frank. They'll let you know that was the biggest mistake of your life, graduating for 4 years. So now on to Johnny. Some call him JJ, Junks, 2 J's, and some even refer to him as the Godfather. When I was a little kid, I used to follow John around the neighborhood, play sports, basketball, football, whatever, around with the backyards of Eric Elias and Matt Miller. If you had those names in the speech for the bet, those are probably about 50-1, so. But he never seemed bothered by that, and I appreciate that. He was a great big brother, and I strived to be Johnny in his grade school. He was on the A teams of basketball, baseball, and football. And I knew if I came home and I was not able to make those A teams, I'd be getting ripping forever. So he strived to make me a better athlete, a better person, a better everything. And for that, I became a better person. I met some of the best friends that are here today from playing basketball, being a better person. Even in high school, when Johnny became the drive, he still tagged me along. We'd go play football, go to fights, Shelton's backyard. And Johnny even took me to play football in the back of Steve Dagenbach's backyard. I was always the 8th guy there, and the other 7 would be a year and a half older than me, and they used to beat the living tar out of me. And it was alright, because I just loved to hang out with a big brother. I just wanted to be like him, just like always. So Johnny was your average angry kid in high school. He did some wrong. He pretty much gave the presentation of what to do wrong in high school. Suzanne and Spunk, who's Stephanie, if you guys didn't know, they were there for the presentation. Unfortunately, I must have skipped that day in class, because I screwed up quite a bit. So my favorite John story of getting in trouble was in LaSalle's high school parking lot. Some of the baseball players might be there for this. So me, my lovely mother and father were sitting in our living room, and John gave him a call, and he said, "Dad, I got in a wreck." I was like, that happens, you know? Kids aren't very good at driving. But when I realized it was in the LaSalle parking lot, Johnny came. Oh, who went to LaSalle here, by the way? Raise the hands. Raise the hands. How many light posts are in the LaSalle parking lot? That's a number one. My brother, Johnny J, managed to hit that one light post in the parking lot. And he came down Deer Valley Court, which has lived for so many years, with the back bumper just sticking out of the back window. And I've never laughed so hard in my life. I mean, you can't screw up more much than that, could you? But whatever happens. So like I said, Johnny was your average, trying to be a rebel in high school, but then something changed. And I never realized what that something was until I was at a baseball game with my beautiful mother, Sharon, at